Hi everyone, and welcome back to Fully Playable Games. So on today's video, we are back out early. We are, what time is it? It is 4:20 in the morning. We're at the Sunday Boot Fair, and yeah, we are hoping to find some good stuff today. Obviously, last week I missed out on some absolute crackers. I know one of the guys that I was speaking to, he picked up a Crystal Xbox for £10. Absolutely gutted I missed out on that one, but I have got a torch today, purchased for me by the wife, so fingers crossed I'll actually be able to see the bargains today. So let's get you mounted to the backpack and then we'll see what we can find. How much are you doing your games for, mate?
Quid each.
How much?
Quid each.
Quid each.
Not quite got as far as working out how much I want for stuff yet. just working out what to do with.
There you go, mate.
Up. Oh, cheers, mate.
There you go. Make it easy.
I love it.
All right, thanks a lot.
I'll follow. Keep them with your friend.
You don't want them, mate. It's all over the street.
Keep them. No, I've just dropped all them. Cheers.
Do me a favour. Glenn. Pass me dying light.
So they're so clean, my
Yeah.
hands are so damp. That one there, honey.
Yeah.
What one do you want?
Dying light, just there.
That one there.
No, that one.
I want all these. You can count them all up for me.
You want them all?
Yeah.
Just there, on the top.
That one there. Dying light, yeah?
Yeah.
That one there.
Cheers, mate.
You're not going to have two for those. You're going to ask you. Just count them up.
Did you say £2 each?
I said obviously depending on how many
Oh,
bottles.
buy that lot.
Yeah, do £2 each and if you want a lot, mate.
That one there.
No, thank you.
That one there. That one there. That one there. That one.
Oh, they're really slippery, aren't
If
they?
I was to tell
Yeah, I
you
know.
more, you can have them 2 quid each.
There. That one there. That one there. That one there. You keep counting, honey.
That PlayStation Plus no good to you, Glenn?
And we've got so far, huh?
I said over 10, yeah.
And we have.
Sorry, mate, that's mine.
Oh, sorry, mate.
That's all right.
Years ago, don't
3, 4, 5.
Oh, mate, lovely.
Sorry, mate.
That's all right.
10. We're 32. You right? 33?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So we're 30.
30. Yeah.
Right, 33. Stay there, honey.
24, right.
34.
We've got 12 now, I'll do 2 quid per.
33.
34,
34.
35. Yeah?
35.
Can over your clear one of those, I
Yes, mate, they're the only ones I've got left. So I'm asking 20 quid for the pair because they are spotless.
Can you hold that for me? I'm not being rude. We're from.
I might give you some change.
Yeah, it's all right, mate.
Do you want? Yeah, what is it?
Yeah, Glenn.
Do you want to look?
Yeah.
She's my friend. What? Right, Kevin. Right. That's 70 quid. Right, you okay? Not being rude again.
Up to you, but the rest of them will just
Them,
Yeah.
you having that Blu-ray Harry Potter?
Right, you can take that.
How much is that, honey?
This has bought a lot and have 3 quid, mate.
Right, so that's 73.
We'll do about 12 quid on them, but honest to God, you've got nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Didn't ask anyone about.
I was looking mainly like 25 for the lot.
So that's
Like I say, I'll take them 2 front pages for a tenner if you wanted. That's how much I value the rest of it.
Yeah, but that's it. I know the hollows are the one the value. I know they're heavily
Yeah,
played.
So we're shooting
Really
3, yeah?
heavily played.
Yep.
Double
I know
shooting
some of
80.
them are 10 on their own.
Not in that
Have you got
condition.
anything
You ain't got a
smaller?
10 card there. In that condition,
I was going to
promise
say
you.
something, but I won't know.
Give me that minute. Give me the flat. That's 60, yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
I'll do 15 if it helps you, buddy.
20 inside the book.
Glenn, you're a dog, you're with the money, haven't you?
If you want it, you want it.
No worries.
Oh, who's on?
Let's do.
Depends on what ones you're looking at, mate.
You trying to rob me again?
Yeah, but
One.
He didn't say I said I need yours. He goes, no, I'm going, oh, good, I like them. I like them.
Yeah, mate.
All right.
Let's do 15 for the three of them.
3.
I'm asking 20 just for them.
I know, but you
know.
did say 15 to the other guy a minute ago.
Obviously, because he was buying like 35
Oh no, not
games,
him.
wasn't he?
Not him, the one before that.
There's your 20 there, buddy.
Lovely. Cheers,
Oh,
fella.
thank you.
Right.
You're right
Ben,
then.
hold that for me.
You do 20?
Anything more? Come on.
We know it's early. I know I'll get it.
Thank you.
Four.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Alright,
Cheers, mate.
very high.
Right. Cool.
Get out my bag.
Right, then, no worries. You have a lovely day. I don't want to be done.
Oh mate, did you have on them?
Huh?
Did you have on them?
Did you want to, I don't know mate, I've not even had a look. Do you want to have a look?
Did you have the cracker cookies?
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying that.
You're not saying it?
Nah, he's chucked it in there.
Oh, I did.
Yeah. Cheeky boy.
Yeah, I'll have that one.
Yeah, how much do you want to pay for that?
Couple quid?
Pound?
Pound?
£2?
£2, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one.
No, I'm not scared.
That won't scan because it's a pre-owned label.
You got filming.
Yeah.
YouTube there.
That's
Yep.
This is Stu.
Hey?
He does loads of it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Designer stuff.
Right. Done it again. So that top one we want.
What's he asking for? £3 each.
That one.
Huh?
Them two there, £4 each. They sell for £4 each. That one sells for £4. You do 2 on that one, mate. It's the RCX rush. We cheat them up, we all do.
Yeah, I can do, yeah.
Dude, you hold that for me.
Of course I can, sweetheart.
£5 I'm doing for them. Sorry? So I said 8. £4.
There you go.
Cheers.
10.
Yeah, I'll do
Cheers,
them.
Stu.
Alright,
Cheers, Stu.
No,
do 6 of those ones. You've just done them 2 for £2.
Yeah. Cheers.
Got the other day one, mate. Put your bag on, put it in my way, mate. Sorry, mate.
Yeah.
What's he asking for it?
I think it's asking £5
Fiver.
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be fun, yeah.
All right. I've been desperate for one.
I was trying to get it in.
Yeah, I've been desperate. Well, I saw you with that. I was like, damn it.
Yeah, no.
Thank you.
Mate.
There you go. Thank you.
My fault.
It's your fault, Nathan. I was picking up.
What'd you offer for that, mate? £4. Yeah.
You don't want this one? No, these are the same but different colour. To be honest, I like that one. Why?
Look at those reels.
Okay, I'll take this.
Yeah. I'll get you your change. There you go.
No, thank you.
Happy fishing.
I'll take it to India. Take it to India for my friend.
Well, wish him some happy fishing then.
Yeah. I think you need a strong line in there. Huh?
I have got some line. There's some line in that one, in that bag. Well, if you've got loads, I've got some. It's a lot of it's my dad's stuff. He just asked me to do it for him. I'm like, all right, fine. So I can't budge on the. I don't want to budge on the fishing gear because I don't want to cut my dad too much.
No.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, mate, how much off the PS2
I'm
games?
doing £2 for the PS2 games.
2. What about the Halo Wars?
The Halo Wars, I'm doing £5 for this one.
Okay.
All the bits are in it still. So you got all the little booklet in the back. So you've got the little rubber seal.
Right, yep.
And inside you've still got the little comic book that comes with it for the story. I think it's missing one card, if anything. So you've got the 2 cards,
okay.
And then you've got the book. All the illustrations, bit of history, I guess.
Let's do 8 for the lot.
8 for the lot.
So £1 each for them, 4 for that.
I'll do 8 for the lot.
Yeah. Cool.
How much you got on your headset? I'm doing 100 for that.
So we've renovated it and we were going to do it.
Right then, mate.
No, mate, right.
You doing the PlayStation games separate?
Ideally not, but it is possible. Depends on.
Yeah. Literally just one that I'm looking at. What'd you do Bubsy for?
£4.
Yeah. Yeah, go on.
Sorry.
Actually though, what about your Game Boy games?
Various prices. What you The Mario's on like £40 each.
£40 each? Yeah.
I'll see what they're going for on eBay and they'll be
Give those little bits that go with it. Leave them in the bag. You've got fire engines at home. We don't need another one. Don't have too many fire engines. Yeah, it's a good one, but you've got lots of fire engines.
Let's use both of them.
both of those.
Let's put it back. There's another one on another side.
Feel free to take them out.
Hmm? Yeah.
Have a look at them. I've got a Game Boy if you want to test them out as well.
Bloody hell.
Colour Game Boy, I should say.
This one is.
What one's this one?
They're all still working it.
Yeah.
Makes sense if you want to test them out for me.
Who is it?
I'll have a think about that.
How much?
That might not have enough on me today. You here next week?
I've got PayPal.
Yeah, I am back. You here next week?
No, I don't think we are.
No,
It'll
okay.
be a bit last day. You want a bank transfer?
You'll have to ask Mummy. She'll be back.
Alright, I'll have a think about it. Cheers, mate. Alright.
Hello, mate. Hello, mate.
Yeah.
Did you pick up Busby?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't get any money.
Did I? Sorry, mate.
No, it's alright.
So sorry.
You said that's alright.
Alright, yeah. You got a pound on you?
Hang on a minute, and then.
Yeah,
like
so, I'm so sorry. Really sorry, mate. I was not trying to.
No, it's fine. I just that house. Did you pick it up? I can't remember. There we go. Thank you, mate.
Alright, so sorry, mate. Cheers. Okay, so we are back from the boot fair, and what an absolutely outstanding haul we've got today. So I'm going to dive straight in so the video doesn't run on too long. The first pickup that we've got is Urban Freestyle Soccer on the PS2. Reason that I picked this up, as per normal, is because I've never seen it before, never heard of it, and yeah, just decided to grab it. So we paid £1 for this one. It goes for $150 at CEX, $350 on eBay. It is box complete as well, which is absolutely amazing. And yeah, so we'll get that one added into the collection. Then next up, so this game has got a bit of a bone of contention to me. Because I got it from a stall, and when I arrived at the stall I immediately saw some 14-inch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures. And I actually bought them for resale, but while I was negotiating with them, didn't realise that down the other end of the stall there was a massive box filled with PS4 games. And just as I got down to them, Glenn just got in before me and basically bought the box. So he ended up getting, I think it was 35 games for £2 each, so he paid £70 in total. And he got some absolutely cracking games. And I have to admit, there was another guy there that had a small little pile, about 4 or 5 games. And one of the games that he has was Ghost of Tsushima, or however you pronounce it. So yeah, he basically got that for £3, and it's criminal. But while I was there, I did ask Glenn to pass me one back, and it was Dying Light. I absolutely love this game. I've played it through God knows how many times. I do need to pick up the sequel. I just haven't had a chance yet. But yeah, so I've got Dying Light. I ended up getting that for £2 because I did buy it with a couple of other bits as well. It goes for £12 at CEX, £11 on eBay, which is really good. And then at the same stall as well, I also picked up a couple of PS1 games. So we've got Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey. It is immaculately clean. There is next to no damage on the case at all. It's box complete. It is a gorgeous example of a PlayStation 1 game. There is a couple of little marks on it, but they'll just wipe off with a cloth. Paid £6.50 for that. I was umming and ahhing about that, but in the end I knew if I didn't pick it up I'd regret it afterwards. So yeah, grab that. It goes for £10 at CEX and on eBay. So yeah, not too bad there. And then to go with that, I also picked up Oddworld's Abe's Exodus. Once again, an absolutely amazing condition case. Only literally the only blemish that I can find, and this was literally splitting hairs. There is a tiny little crack right at the bottom of the case there, but yeah, it is next to nothing. Once again, paid £6 for this one. It is box complete again. It goes for £10 at CEX and £12 on eBay. So yeah, some really good games there. Then I went up to a stall, and this stall had a load of games. And I was looking through, started putting a pile together, and asked the guy, right, how much is it going to be for this? And he literally then started going through all the games. It was like 4, 5, that one's 6. I think there was a couple of 8s in there as well. And I'm like, are you sure? They're Xbox 360 games. And there was no way I was paying what he was asking. He was asking over and above eBay prices for some of these games. So yeah, I ended up leaving them. But what I did notice, and what was in my pile, was an anime DVD box set. So we've got Ergo Proxy. This is a 6-disc anime box set. It just caught my eye, so that's why I picked it up. Ended up paying £3 for this. Looking it up online, CEX are charging £15, and on eBay you'd pay about £25. So that, I will say, it is always worth looking at stalls, even if they are overpriced, because you may find the odd bit here and there that they've undervalued and you're able to get a deal on. So yeah, we've got that one. That will get added into my anime collection. Then, right, we've got actually a bit of a controversial pickup now. And I've actually managed to get it. Something I've been after for a while now. And it is an official Sega Saturn. This is the Model 2 controller. There's actually 2 different versions. You've got this one, which was the second release, and then the first one, which is a bit more sort of square and angular. I walked up to the stall and there was 2 guys there. Basically there was 2 controllers, each of them had one of them, and I was looking over their shoulders, sort of like begging one of them to put it down. And then I walked around to the side, and then one of the guys just handed it to me, and it was a guy that I've seen plenty of times. He's chucked me in the direction of some good deals before. I'll be honest, I've never got his name, which is really bad. And he handed it to me, so I was like, absolutely amazing. Turned around to the seller, oh, how much do you want for these? £5. There you go, take my money. And yeah, managed to pick it up for £5. But just after I paid, Dan come along, and there was the other guy that was looking at the other controller. The 3 of us were talking, and apparently the guy that handed me this had essentially snatched it out of his hand, and yeah, he was looking to buy both of them. I did offer to basically sell it to him for £5, because yeah, I don't want to cause problems, but he was fine with it. He was more than happy for me to keep it, which I was quite relieved about, because I was desperate to have one of these. So yeah, ended up picking it up, and that will gladly go with my Sega Saturn now. Oh, actually, yeah, price wise, so I paid £5 for it. Looking online, CEX charged £20 for it, and eBay charged £25. So a really good pickup there at £5. Then next up, we've got a couple of Xbox One games, and I managed to get all 3 of these from the same seller in a little bundle. So first one that we've got is Mafia 3. It is box complete, if I remember right. Yeah, it is. It's got all the manual, map, and everything like that. So I'll go through to pay what I paid in a minute. That sells for £5 at CEX, £4 on eBay. I'll be honest, I've never played any of the Mafia games, so I don't really know what to expect, but from what I've seen of that, it looks like a really good game. Then next up, we've got Borderlands 3. Once again, I think it's box complete. Yeah, looks to be box complete as well. That goes for £8 at CEX, so it's actually gone up in price at CEX, because it was £6 at one point. And then goes to £6 on eBay. I've actually got, where is it? Yeah, I've got Borderlands 1 and 2 on the Xbox 360. So Borderlands 3 on the Xbox One just continues the set. And then finally, we've got Assassin's Creed Origins. Is disc only, but yeah, more than happy to pick that up. I think that was more just chucked in with the rest of it. That goes for about £7 disc only on eBay, which is really good. And then for all 3 of the games, I actually paid £8. So not bad at all. Really, really happy with that. And yeah, some good games to add into the collection. Then next up, I managed to get another cable guy controller holder, and this time I got a Crash Bandicoot. So we've got a couple of these in the collection already. We've got Master Chief down the bottom on the Xbox One shelf. I've got the Vault Boy Fallout one. It's Fallout 76 one. That is brand new in the box. It's just down the side of my table at the moment because I haven't got any space up on the Fallout shelf to put it on at the moment. And then, yeah, this one will probably stick on one of the PlayStation shelves. Unfortunately, it doesn't fit on my PS1 shelf, which has got a nice little gap in there that would have fit quite nicely. But the only other problem with it is, and I didn't realise this until I got home, you actually look, it's missing the missing Crash Bandicoot's nose. So that was a bit unfortunate. But we paid £3 for that. And looking online, they go for about £15 on eBay. So yeah, not too bad there. Then we get back into the games, and the next pickup we've got is Shaq Fu, A Legend Reborn on the PS4. It's just a disc inside. Don't know if there was meant to be a manual or anything like that. But yeah, really glad to get that because that will actually go quite nicely with the copy of Shaq Fu that I've got on the Mega Drive. So I've got both games now, which is really good. Paid £2 for that. It goes for £5 at CEX, £6.50 on eBay. And then from the same seller as well, just after I got that, I then picked up 2 Pokemon DVDs. So we've got Pokemon 3, the movie, and then we've got Pokemon Black and White 2 movie pack. Paid 20p each for these. Pokemon movie goes for £4 at CEX, £3.50 on eBay. And Black and White goes for £5 at CEX, £2.50 at eBay. So yeah, not too bad there. Then let me scroll up a bit. So next up, I managed to get another couple of Xbox One games, and I think these ones actually, when I got to the stall, Glenn was there already looking through them, and it wasn't games that he was interested in, so I was able to get a good deal on them. First one that we've got is the Surge. Looks like a third-person shooter, I'm gonna say. Don't know. Never seen it. Don't know anything about it, so I'll have to have a look. It is just a disc. Don't know if there was meant to be a manual or anything in that. Where are we? There we go. So I ended up paying £2 for that. It goes for £4 at CEX, £5.50 on eBay. We've then got the Banner Saga trilogy. This is the bonus edition. So it comes with the Banner Saga 1, 2 and 3. The best of soundtrack, mini art book, collectible poster, and then an in-game item as well. This has probably already been used. Once again, never heard of this game, but it looked interesting and the price was right. So once again, paid £2 for that. Goes for £4 at CEX, £10 on eBay. So not a bad pickup at all. And then finally, we've got Middle-earth Shadow of War. Looks to be box complete. Once again, don't know if there was a manual or anything like that. I always find it difficult with the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox games because you just never can tell. So once again, we paid £2 for that one. It goes for £4 at CEX and £3.50 on eBay. Then what have we got next? We have got a limited edition game. So we've got Halo Wars limited edition on the Xbox 360. I think this is box complete. It's just missing a couple of sort of postcards. So yeah, really happy to pick that up. That was £4. Looking it up online, it goes for £10 at CEX, £12 on eBay, which is really good. And then from the same seller, also picked up a couple of PS2 games. So first off, we've got Route 66, or the King of Route 66. That is box complete. It's basically a truck racing game. Next up, we've got Kingdom of Hearts. So this is actually the Black Label edition, which I have already got in the collection, but having a closer look at it, I'm going to grab it out of the shelf because it is to hand. So this is the one that we've just picked up, and this is the one that we've got in the collection. I don't know if it's coming out properly on the camera, but this has got a sort of foil effect to the cover, and it's both front and back. So yeah, technically from my perspective they are different versions, so I am going to add this one into the collection, and what I'll probably do is update my tracking app on this one to reflect that it's the foil cover. Stick that back in there. It's really handy having all the games sorted now. So it is box complete again, which is really good. Picked that one up for £1. Actually, I don't think I went through the Kings of Route 66 actually. So I paid £1 for that one. Goes for £5 on eBay. Sorry, £5 on CEX, £7.50 on eBay. Once again, paid £1 for this. Goes for £6 on CEX, £10 on eBay. And then the final game that I got from this seller as well was Star Trek Conquest. This is also box complete on a PS2. Once again, paid £1. Sells for £5 on a CEX and £6 on eBay. I'm just looking, my battery on the camera is going a bit low, so I may have to change it in a minute, but we'll see how we get on. Next up, I got a console, and originally I was actually speaking to the seller and just happened to ask if they had any consoles. They said they did, but it was buried in the car, so they've asked me to come back later on. And what I did was when I come back, I actually ended up picking up a vinyl for resale as well, and doing a bit of a bundle deal. So we've got the Binatone TV console. It does come with the controllers, the power supply, and then the AV cable is built in. So yeah, I just thought I'd pick it up. I quite like these. I think they're quite unique, and what I like about this one is the controller. Let me grab it because it's just down here. That is the controller, and I just thought it was absolutely amazing. So you're sitting there, you like that. So yeah, I thought that was brilliant. So what I've done was I've done a bundle deal, ended up getting both for £5, so it works out. I paid about £4 for the Binatone console, which isn't too bad. What do they go for? It goes for about £15 on eBay. So yeah, not masses of money, but still it's quite an interesting one to have. Then next up, we actually picked up a Nintendo DSi. So man, I come across this one. It is the blue Nintendo DSi. It has got some stickers on which I'm going to remove afterwards, and it just needs a bit of a clean. I haven't tested it yet, haven't managed to check it yet, but looking at the power plug, it does look to be damaged, so I may need to swap that out, which isn't a big deal. It's quite an easy job to do, and as well, it also comes with a copy of Nintendo's purple. I can't remember what one the purple one is, but we ended up paying £4 for that one. Looking online, CEX charge £40 for these, and on eBay they go for about £25, so a really good deal there. Then we've got one more sort of random bit, and it was the Pokemon Pokedex. It's a 2014 edition. So yeah, I have powered it on, I have tested it, it does all work. And yeah, the reason that I picked it up is I am actually trying to get hold of the complete set of Pokemon Pokedex, because I just think they're quite cool. So yeah, this is the first one that I've managed to get hold of. I'll basically be keeping my eye out for any of the others. So yeah, as I say, I think there's about 5 or 6 of them. So yeah, just need to keep an eye out and I can pick them all up. Then next up, so let's get back into the games. And the next game that we've got is Super Monkey Ball Touch and Roll. This is a Nintendo DS game. It is box complete, which is really good. We paid £2 for this. Looking it up online, it goes for £4 at both CEX and eBay. Then we picked up PSP game. So we've got NBA Live 08. It is missing the manual, but it does have the EA official gaming guide 2007 to 2008, which is basically their brochure of games that are out at the moment and that are coming soon. We paid £1 for that one. Goes for £3 at CEX, £4 on eBay. Then next up we've got Tropico 3, which is box complete on the Xbox 360. I'll be honest, I've never actually played these. I've got a couple of them on my Steam library, but just never had a chance to pick them up and play. I do keep meaning to give them a go, because from some of the footage that I've seen of other people playing them, it looks like quite a good game. So what did we pay? We paid £2 for that. Goes for £1.50 at CEX, £4 on eBay. So bit of a miss on that one with regards to the CEX price. And then a game that nearly got me in a lot of trouble. So we've got Bugsy 3D. And yes, I know I've seen the footage of this game online. I know it was truly horrendous. But I have got Bugsy 1 and 2 on the Mega Drive, so I wanted to get this one to complete the set, and it is box complete, which is really good. But what actually happened with this is I saw it on the seller's stall, asked them what he wanted for it. We basically agreed a price, and what I normally do is once I agree the price, I'll stick the things in my bag while I'm getting my wallet out and paying, and normally there's no problems. But on this one occasion, the seller then decided to bring something even better out. So I put that in the bag, got my wallet out, and just as I was about to start sorting out the money, he then brought out a load of boxed Game Boy games. I was like, oh, let me have a look through them. So I was having a look through, picked out a couple of games that I would like, that I was interested in. But what he was asking for pretty much eBay prices, which I couldn't begrudge him that, because they were in really good condition. And I think had I had the money, I would have paid that. But I didn't have what he was after. I think one of them was RoboCop, which goes for about £50, box complete. And I just didn't have it on. I didn't have that sort of money with me, which is a shame. But so yeah, I then sort of said to him, yeah, I just couldn't do it then, and ended up sort of leaving it and walking away. And then a couple of minutes later, I'm walking down, I'm looking at the stalls, and then I hear someone sort of shouting, and I look around, and this guy coming straight towards me, and I'm like, what's going on here? Is he going to clump me? And it was the seller that I'd just left. I forgot to pay for the game. So luckily he was able to catch up with me, because yeah, I definitely wouldn't have wanted to sort of scam him out of the game. And it's like, oh, you haven't paid for the game. I was so apologetic, literally sort of just gave him the money there and then, and yeah, he was perfectly fine. It was a complete mistake. It wasn't me trying to sort of scam him out of it, but you know, it's one of those times where you're like, I cannot believe I did that. But yeah, as I say, he was all right in the end. But yeah, that was an interesting one. Okay, so after the Bugsy, we then picked up a couple of Xbox 360 games. First one that we got was WWE Legends of WrestleMania. It is box complete, which is good. We paid £1 for that one. It goes for £1.50 at CEX, £4 on eBay. Then we've got Race Pro. Once again, box complete. The manual is a bit battered, but yeah, it is, at least it's there. Once again, paid £1 for that one, £3 on CEX, £4 on eBay. Then we've got Motorcycle Club. Once again, box complete, and once again, £1 for that. Goes for £5 at CEX, £8 on eBay, which is a good price. And then the final game, I did actually pick up another one. Did actually pick up 5 games, because I just decided to grab, I had a £5 note, and I thought I'd just grab the 5, and we haven't got to worry about change. But once I got it home, found out, well, basically I hadn't looked when I was there, didn't have the disc in. So yeah, I just sort of didn't even bother putting that on the list. To be honest, it was a soccer game, or a football game, that I literally grabbed just to make up the numbers. So yeah, but the last game that I did get that had a disc in was Ben 10 Cosmic Destruction. Once again, box complete. Yeah, not obviously, there's a couple of rips to the top of the manual, but once again the manual is still there. So once again paid £1 for that. Surprisingly enough, it wasn't listed at CEX, couldn't find it, but I did find it on eBay and it was going for £7, so really happy with that. And then so we've got one more pickup before we get into the Glenn and Dan pickups, which is a tradition for every boot fair that they sell at. I always spend far too much money with them. But I actually picked up this. So it is a mini AV to HDMI converter. And the reason that I picked this up is this is what I actually use. I've actually got one of these already. And I use these, I use this for converting my retro consoles into HDMI so I can plug them into my capture card. But what I've done is obviously I've got one, it's now the one that I've got has been set up on my desk, and I tend to just bring all my consoles onto my desk and just play it there, plug it into one of my computer monitors and then play it there. But what I want to do is I want to actually go back to being able to use, at least being able to use the TV. So I saw this there, I thought, do you know what, it'd be a good shout to get another one. And to be quite honest, with the price that I got it for, there's no way that I was going to leave it. Ended up paying 50p for it. Looking online, they go for about £6 on eBay, brand new. So yeah, I thought for 50p, that's going to be perfect. And yeah, so I'll probably be getting my TV unit all set up again, so that it's ready to go. And then, so we are now on to the Glenn and Dan games, and I'm going to start off with the Dan games because there's only a couple of bits. The first pickup that I've got is actually this. So it is a numbskull PS4 storage unit. So you basically sort of slide the games in, and you can store the games in there. Ended up paying £5 for this. It's actually 2 units that can go together. So yeah, really happy with that. What I'm actually thinking is if I can find somewhere that I can put this that's going to be stable, I'm probably going to use that for my PS5 games. And then that way the PS4 shelf can literally just be for PS4 games, and then I put all my PS5 games in there. So yeah, looking it up online, where are we looking at? It goes for about £14 for both parts on eBay. And then the only other pickup that I made from Dan today was Donkey Kong. So this is the original Donkey Kong for the Atari 2600. Yeah, I saw it and I just had to grab it. It was absolutely brilliant. I do want to try and get hold of this as well on the NES. I think that's one of the next big sort of NES games that I want to pick up. But yeah, I saw it, he offered it to me for £20. Looking it up online, it goes for about 27 on eBay. And I will say, other than a bit of damage to this side of the box, it is in really good condition. So I was hoping to just squeeze in the last couple of pickups before the battery died, but yeah, the camera did not want to play ball. So yeah, that was the only 2 pickups that I made from Dan. But I did get a couple of bits from Glenn. And let me just quickly shuffle them about. So we've got a couple of PS4 games, and I'll give you 10 guesses where he got these PS4 games from. So we've got Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. This is the remastered version. He gave me this for £5. So to be honest, I've got 4 PS4 games from him. He charged me £5 each for them, so a couple of quid more than what he paid for each of them. So I was more than happy with that. Looking online, this goes for £18 at CEX, £11 on eBay. Then next up we've got Death Stranding, and a game that I was actually really excited to play at one point. but as time has gone on, I've sort of waned, like, just got a bit less interested, or less desperate to play it, shall we say. Yeah, I think it got a lot more hype than it actually deserves. I don't know, I've been seeing mixed messages about it, so I think what I'm going to do is, when I get the time, I'm just going to give it a go and see what I think. That is probably going to be the best way. So with that, paid £5 for it. Goes for £8 at CEX, £10 on eBay. Then next up, we've got the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. This one comes with Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, and Crash Bandicoot Warped. Yeah, once again, it's just a disc, so don't know whether it was meant to have a manual or anything in it. £5 for that one, £15 at CEX, £11 on eBay. And then the last PS4 game that I got was Mad Max. I think I've seen somewhere that this is actually a really, really good game, and it is really worth a play. So yeah, grabbed it for a £5, £8 at CEX, £6 on eBay. But I think it is it's been out for quite a while now, so that's probably why it's gone down in price. Then next up, I actually picked up a Pokemon game, and I managed to get Pokemon Ultra Moon. It is, if I remember right, it is box complete. The cart just needs a bit of a clean up on the front. There's a bit of muck and gumph on it. So yeah, just need to give it a wipe over. Paid £20 for that. Looking online, it goes for £30 at both CEX and eBay. So yeah, a really good deal there. But then we actually got another ish Pokemon game, and we actually got Pokemon Platinum. But the thing with this is, it is just the case only. It doesn't have the cart, so I'm going to have to pick up the cart. But it has all of the books that go inside. It is all complete apart from the cartridge. So yeah, I think looking online, I can get the cartridge for about £30 off eBay. And then once I've got it all together, I think it's like a £70 game. So I actually paid £15 for the case. Looking online, one in this condition with all of the paperwork goes for about £20 on eBay. So yeah, that was a really good pickup. And then there was one more pickup that I had, and literally I was just getting ready to go, and then Glenn come out with this next item, and he was like, is it something you want? I was like, well, not really. And he's like, oh, I'll do it all for X amount. And I'm like, at that price I couldn't say no. And it is a CD wallet. So obviously it is going to be a load of discs, and it is an absolutely mammoth stack of PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1 games. So looking through it, there are 30 PS1 games and 53 PS2 games. There are some absolute cracking games in there. So just looking quickly on the list that I've got, it's got Silent Hill, Tony Hawk's. What else we've got? We've got F1 98 goes for a tenner. Really? We've got Tekken 2, Command and Conquer, Alien Trilogy, Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2, Metal Gear Solid Special Missions, Cool Border, Tenchu Stealth Assassin. That's just the PS1 games. Then if we go down to the PS2 games, we've got Resident Evil 4, we've got Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories, Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories, which was one that I wanted for the collection. That's the only one that I'm missing out of the set at the moment. So I am going to try and track down the case for that, and try and get the manual and the map so that I can get the full set of Grand Theft Auto games on the PS2. Because I have had them before, but I have actually lost them at some point, and it's really annoying. And then actually, if I scroll down, the most expensive game that we've got in there, that's disc only, is actually Resident Evil Dead Aim. That's £18 for disc only. So that is definitely going to be one that I'm going to track down the case and manual for. It is one that I wanted to add to the collection as well. I do like to get, I'm trying to get a full set of Res Evil games on the PlayStation. So I think we've got Res Evil 2, 3 and Survivor on the PS2, the PS1, sorry. PS2 we've got Resident Evil 4 and Code Veronica X. So yeah, we need a couple of the spin-off games. So we've got Dead Aim 2, and here's another couple as well. So, and then there's some on the PS3 as well. I think I've got Resident Evil 5, 6. Yeah, I have got a fair amount of Resident Evil games across all of the PlayStations. But what did I pay? So this is the big thing. I'll tell you what, let's do a bit of a breakdown. So for the PlayStation 1 games, so what did I say? There was 30 PlayStation 1 games. If I was to actually buy all of the discs online, you'd be looking at £152.50, which is just mad. But if we go and have a look at the 53 PS2 games, they would actually, the purchase price for all of them would be £215 on eBay. So just stupid amounts of money. So really glad with what I paid. I paid £20 for the whole CD wallet, which is absolutely brilliant. I will say there are quite a few doubles in there, but equally there's quite a few that we don't have in the collection as well. So I'm going to sort through. I'll probably look, if it's going to be worthwhile, I'll probably look to sell the some of the doubles, and then everything else I'm going to put into a collection. I'm just trying to find some way to store the discs where I can just sort through as and when I want to pull a game out. But yeah, so really chuffed with that. I think it works out, both the PS1 and PS2 complete, or together, we're looking at £367.50 for all of those games. So yeah, really good. So that is all of the pickups for today, but before we head off, let's have a quick run through of the totals. So total spend for today was £173.40. If we bought everything from CEX, we would be looking at £278.50. Obviously, I will say there's quite a few things in there that would not we didn't pick up at CEX. But if we did get everything from eBay, we'd be looking at £798. So yeah, once again, an absolutely amazing, yeah, just an amazing saving. That's all I can say. So with that, I am going to wrap the video up there. But before you head off, if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you're not already, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell to be kept up to date when I upload new videos. And yeah, with that said, thank you so much for watching today. Really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, bye.